This is Matt Russell, and welcome to the DailyFX Forum.
So here are the four pairs that I will be discussing this evening: the Euro Pound, the Aussie Kiwi, the Pound Swiss, and the Euro Swiss. So let's go ahead and pull up the charts. The first chart is the Euro Pound. If you recall, during yesterday's report, I mentioned the previous resistance level of the right here near the 87 figure. We should expect that to act as support moving forward. So the rally continues in the Euro Pound. So this trade probably won't set up tonight. Possibly at the beginning of next week, we might look again for a move down to that 87 figure where it would act as support. At least that would be our expectation. We'd look to enter just above the line with a stop, maybe 30 to 40 pips beneath the line. The next chart is the Aussie Kiwi, and as I've been mentioning, I still have this lower channel line that I'm using as my resistance level. We can see prices you can argue that's a bullish engulfing pattern right here with this large green candle, a spike above the line, but still another close beneath it. So right now, I would have a tentative bearish bias still against this line, even with prices right now. It seems that they're at the line right now as we speak. A good location for a stop would be just above the high of this candle wick. Let me zoom in a little bit here, give you a better view of exactly how I'm viewing the market right now. This would be my reference point right here. I'd place my stop right above there, about the 2250 area. Again, maybe look to get an entry right at this level, maybe a few pips higher to increase or make the risk to reward a little bit more favorable. But again, this line, I don't have a ton of confidence in this line, although prices did adhere to it pretty well. The confidence is low, but that's, again, if the confidence is low, you want to be rewarded for taking a trade with higher risk, and that's why I want to make sure that the risk is very tight and my risk to reward ratio is extremely favorable, which it will be if I can get an entry close to the high of that candle, which again near that 2250 area. The next chart is the Pound Swiss, and this was the trade that I mentioned yesterday. The setup, it did not work, and I just want to zoom in here and tell you exactly how, because I did enter this trade at about the 72.75 area, and the low of this of the doji here, of the potential doji and potential morning star reversal pattern, is the 72.55 area. I was stopped. My stop was at about 72.40, so I got stopped out with a small loss, and that's completely fine. In my mind, I would take this trade the next 100 times it presents itself. There's nothing wrong with taking a small loss. That's the whole idea. Make sure the losses are small, so when the favorable setups do occur, you still have the cash to enter those trades. The next chart, and for now with the pair, I would just be in a holding pattern, sit on the sidelines. Obviously, it's been a very strong move to the downside, so I might just wait to see if prices do stabilize, maybe a double bottom or something like that, but certainly we don't have anything on the chart like that right now. The last chart is the Euro Swiss, and still just waiting for prices to come down and test the longer term support line formed by the late October low here and the late March or mid-March low right here. Again, my name is Matt Russell. Thank you for listening, and please stay tuned for a preview of the DailyFX Forum. I want to go ahead and formally welcome everybody to the DailyFX Forum, and I want to explain a little bit about the forum and the wealth of information that you can obtain from the forum and how to go about doing so, how to find the things you want. So I'm just going to dive right in right now, and this is DailyFX.com, and this is usually how I navigate my way towards the forums. Obviously, it really depends on each individual how they access the forums, but this is how I go ahead and do it. I go DailyFX.com, go ahead and click on the forum on top, and this brings you to the DailyFX forum homepage, and this highlights the most recent posts with the subject. So if you see anything that you're interested in, you can obviously go ahead and click. What I like to do is click on the forums tab like this, and go ahead and view the forums in the normal, typical way that forums are set up. And here you go. There are a bunch of threads down here. And I'm just going to go ahead and go directly to the forum, the video you just viewed, where you viewed it. So let's go ahead. This is the DailyFX Instructor Tips Forum. Identifying trades with DailyFX, that's me, and go ahead and click on the most recent post. So this is where you are right now viewing the video, although the video will be the video beneath this one that you're watching right now. So normally when I'm on the forums, and what I would do is just scroll up to the top. Certainly you can check out any of my previous videos, and especially if I did mention them in the report or in the video that you're viewing at that moment. And what I will do is go ahead and click on the forums, and then look for the forums that I like, that I have interest in. One of them would be the Euro Dollar forum, and this again, it's really up to each individual trader as to exactly how they want to use the forum. Personally, what I like to do, the first thing I do is I'll go to the Euro Dollar thread. I'll go and click on the latest post. And what I'll do here is, and again, I just want to really emphasize this point. It depends on your exact mindset when you're viewing. And me as a trader, I have some experience. So what I do and how I personally use the forum is I go through and I'll read what people are saying about the euro, what their trade ideas are. I certainly try to maintain my own individual objectivity, and I really don't pay much attention to what other traders are saying in terms of my trading. I'm not going to certainly see something on a forum and then go jump into a trade, but what it will do, it will open my eyes to certain trading opportunities, maybe a certain line or a certain time frame that I haven't looked at before. So that's one way that I personally like to utilize the DailyFX forum. But certainly for newer traders, there are plenty of topics that you can go over. Let's say you might not be well versed in terms of certain currency pairs that you want to learn about. Scalping, you might not know what Elliott wave is. You can go ahead and click there and see exactly what you can understand, what you might not understand, and then certainly feel free to ask questions about any of these topics that you have. Maybe the carry trade, maybe you have some questions about that, or the sentiment, the SSI, or the latest economic news, FX programmers, the webinars, MT4. Any questions about active trader, you can go ahead and click on those threads. So again, it's very free, very open, and there is a wealth of information here and just waiting for to be utilized. Again, this is Matt Russell. Thank you for listening.